In recent years, Belize has seen its fair share of plant diseases, but one in particular that continues to pose a threat to the citrus industry since its detection in 2009 is the citrus greening. With over 50,000 acres of citrus and a $67 million revenue earner, it is perhaps why the Belize Agriculture and Health Authority are implementing a campaign to control the disease. Technical Director for Plant Health Services at Baja is Francisco Gutierrez.
Citrus greening is a bacterial infection of citrus, but it's a systemic infection, which means it gets into the tree and causes a generalized disease of the tree. It infects fruits. It can affect the fruit production by producing or rendering the tree weak, so it produces small fruit. Bitter fruit. Eventually, in more advanced stages of infection, it produces bitter fruit. It causes a yellowing of the tree. It causes fruit drop. It causes defoliation and generalized dieback. Eventually, the tree dies. And so when a field gets infected, it's just a matter of time before the infection progresses and renders that grove unusable.
Authorities say the disease is transmitted by a tiny insect known as citrus psyllid.
The psyllid is extremely efficient in transmitting it from plant to plant and from grove to grove and from region to region, even country to country. So with the presence of the disease everywhere, this pest of the pest or the actual, rather the vector, the disease is being spread all over the country, and it's in most areas of the country, in backyard and commercial citrus. And so the big concern and why we have a program in place is to try to save the industry and reduce the spread and the presence of the disease within the country.
But what are the telltale signs that your orange, lime or lemon tree has been affected?
A green fruit will ripen, start yellowing from the base and all the way towards the stem. So the last part to remain green is the stem. This one inverts. You will see a yellowing in the stem and a green portion in the bottom. And so that's a kind of like a very good indicator also. Many times you're not going to be seeing the symptom until it's more advanced. So what triggers you is the flagging or the yellowing of the shoot and leaves. And our field personnel are trained to be able to pick this up in the field. One of the peculiarities with this disease, it has a latent period. So you might get an infection now, and it might be up to 6 months of no symptoms at all. It's kind of like AIDS, but consider AIDS transmitted by a mosquito. It's that frightening it is for citrus, because it moves, and so it takes between 6 months to a year for a tree to start expressing symptoms.
Gutierrez says a young tree will succumb between 2 to 3 years, and a mature tree may have a lifespan of 5 to 6 years. However, the economic impact is seen way before.
You might start having fruit drop after the second year, or reduced production even within that period. By the time you get to the end of that pathological cycle, you will probably have lost the tree bearing capacity, and so it's a worrisome disease in that it can kill an industry even before it kills the trees.
While there is no cure for citrus greening, Gutierrez says the recommended approach to management is psyllid control and the reduction of inoculums or infected trees, replanting with clean planting stock, and screening of nurseries. Reporting for Love News, I am Maria Novello.